Hey, good evening. This is Johnny League. It's been quite a while since I posted a video on Facebook, but I wanted to do so tonight. And part of it's inspired by a message I heard this morning. And I'm going to ask a question in this video, and I'd like for you to answer the question as a comment when you see this video, or someone has shared it, one of your friends or someone has shared it. I want you to answer the question and maybe share it with your friends as well. And the question simply is this: who is Jesus to you? That's the most important question that you'll ever answer in your entire life. Who is Jesus to you? Jesus, the Christ, the Son of God. Now, he asked that question of Peter. He said, "Peter, who do men say that I am?" And he gave a long list of people that had been named, that he could have been this prophet or this person or that person. But then he said, "But who do you say that I am?" And Peter said, "Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God." The word Christ means the anointed one. And throughout the Bible, the New Testament, and in particular the book of John, Jesus makes several statements about himself. And he says the words, "I am," in front of those statements. And I want to ask you just to comment below as to who is Jesus to you. You may say, "Well, he's my Savior. He's my Lord." Just put that in the comments. Or you may see, "I see him as a teacher." Put that in your comments. Or however you see Jesus Christ is how I'd like for you to answer. Of course, be respectful and be polite, but I want you to ask the question to yourself and answer it. Who is Jesus to you? It's the most important question you'll ever ask of yourself and answer, because it's the dividing line. I was talking to a family member today about this very subject, and I said, this is what separates Christianity from all other religions, is that our founder made the claim more than once in the Gospel of John to be God, to be one with God, and to be God. He said, and that's why he got in so much trouble with the religious people of the day. He claimed and he made himself equal with God. And he even said at one point, before Abraham was, "I am." He said in the book of John, "I am the bread of life." He said, "I am the door." He said, "I am the resurrection and the life," and proved it by raising Lazarus from the dead, and then ultimately raising himself from the dead. Jesus made claims that no one else has ever made, but he backed those claims up by living a perfect, sinless life, healing the sick, open blinded eyes, raising the dead, and then he was raised to life himself, overcoming death on the cross and hell and the grave. And so it's a very simple question: who is Jesus to you? And I hope you've come to know him in a very personal way, a way that is life-changing, a way that is eternal. I hope you know him as your Lord, your Savior, your friend. There's no one else like Jesus. No one else that will be there for you no matter what. He'll be there for you now. He'll be there for you through eternity. And I hope this starts a conversation, maybe with a friend of yours that may not have come to understand who Jesus Christ is. I know it's very simple, very basic for many of you who've been Christians a long time, but it's just something that I was inspired to record tonight after having heard that message this morning that I got to hear, along the same lines of just very clearly stating who he was, but asking the question, who is Jesus to you? Well, I hope you have a great week, and I pray God's blessings on you in the days ahead. God bless.